Right now, we're in a shifting market, and the difference between selling your home quickly and watching it sit for months and months, it comes down to strategy. And as the real estate landscape changes, sellers are going to face new challenges and opportunities that demand a fresh approach. And agents, they cannot do what they were doing before. It just won't work. Realtors are failing to adapt to these changes. You can see it all over the internet. And that can mean you lose tens of thousands of dollars of watching your home sit on the market for tons of months. But with these 12 essential tips today, you're going to be able to, I call it, navigate and come out on top. Now, the real estate market is shifting. I'll show you that. It's not collapsing, but it is changing. And today I want to talk about something that's on every homeowner's mind, every homeowner who talks to me, everywhere I go. What's going on with the market? Is it shifting? What's happening? But don't worry, it's not collapsing. But it is undergoing significant changes that you need to be aware of. So selling your home in this evolving market can feel like navigating uncharted waters, especially if you're working with an agent who's not been in real estate long enough to weather the storms of different markets, or someone who's not creative or doesn't bring value whatsoever to this changing market. I'm seeing it all over the internet. It hurts to watch. But fear not, today we're diving into 12 essential tips that will empower you to sell your home, not just successfully, but with confidence and ease, no matter where you live. And whether you're a seasoned seller or putting your home on the market for the first time, these strategies are designed to give you the upper hand on today's dynamic real estate landscape. And if you need a realtor, need to introduce you to somebody in your area, just click the link below. My mastermind group spreads all over the United States, and I will vet these realtors for you and get you someone who can work with you closely to get this stuff done. Let's get started. So let's kick things off with tip number 1. Stay informed. In today's changing, I would say, much like real estate market, knowledge is truly is power. So if you're planning to sell your home, you need to be well-versed in the latest trends and developments in your area. This isn't just about knowing the headlines. It's about understanding the nuances that can impact your sale. Because when I sit down with sellers, we discuss the days on the market calculation and how many average days a home is on the market in their area and at their price point. Let me show you what type of information is available. So I got this wonderful program, Market Statistics Report from May to July. And say you want to look at 450 to 650, say for houses priced, you think around 5. You want to see what's going on in that particular price range. And that is a hot price range in where I'm at. It's called Montgomery County, Pennsylvania, in Pennsylvania. And when I look at all that and I hit Run Report, what it's going to show me is all the stats. So I can know exactly what to do. And most realtors don't do this. They just come over and put a sign in your lawn. So here's it shows the days on the market is going up since the last 3 months. So it's only one day, but that's just a leading indicator. So as you can see, this critical metric tells us how long homes are sitting on the market in your specific area and price range. It's important to know. It's a powerful indicator of market activity and buyer interest. So if you're working with a knowledgeable realtor, they should provide you with this information, giving you a clear picture of what to expect and what's happening. Now, another vital statistics to keep an eye on is the percentage of homes experiencing price reductions. And in Pennsylvania, approximately 25% of homes have experienced these price reductions, and a notable increase from the 10 or 15% range during the pandemic. Now, the shift indicates that sellers are adjusting their prices to attract buyers in a more competitive market. And if you understand these shifts, it can help you set a realistic and competitive price for your home from the get-go, not overprice it so it just sits on the market. So let me show you some stats from the last search we just did, but I'm going to show you this time inventory, how it's increasing, and prices are coming down from last August. Take a look at this. Okay, real quick, I want to show you that about the prices of homes. See the current month inventory, 350, 238 last year, but the accumulation, so there's more on the market, so it's 1.4. Accumulation's higher, volume's higher. Average list price though has come down, and median price has come down, and then new under contract, 50 versus 160, same time last year. So to see it, definitely, this is a leading indicator. I look at these stats every month, and I will keep you abreast of that for your area if you just let me know where you live. Interesting, right? Tip 2, be flexible. The landscape of real estate has dramatically shifted from the pandemic frenzy, where sellers held all the cards. Today, the power dynamics have changed, and it's crucial to adapt. And in the current market, flexibility is not just a strategy, It's necessity, okay? Because gone are the days when you could expect a flurry of offers and bids soaring $100,000 over the asking price. Now that depends on where you live. I just did that, but it depends if you're in a community that's people want to live in, okay? So there is possibility there, but you have to do it right. But realistically, the key to success lies in your ability to pivot and adapt to the evolving changes, okay? Think of it this way. Flexibility could be your secret weapon in this new market reality. So if you're not getting the traction you hope for, it might be time to reevaluate your approach. Always do that every week when you're on the market, if you stay on the market that long. I haven't had a house stay on the market past 7 days. I don't know how long. But consider setting a clear timeline for your listing, such as 30 days at your current price. At that time, you're going to reassess your strategy with your realtor, because patience is essential. So be proactive. Set a stop date. You're not just going to be sitting there waiting. You're going to actively plan your next move, because the proactive stance ensures that you'll always have a step ahead, ready to adjust and optimize your strategy for the best possible outcome. So embrace the shift with a flexible mindset. Adapt your approach, and I feel that you'll be better positioned to get through this current market and achieve your goals. And a side tip is, when you do reevaluate your price, change the pictures around, change the copy, and relist the home as a brand new listing. Do not just change the price. That's a big tip. That's the bonus tip number 1. Tip number 3 is know your motivation for selling your home. You have to know what's important about selling. Are you motivated? Ask yourself the question, are you more committed to achieving a specific sale price, or are you eager to move on to your next destination, the next exciting chapter of your life? So in this shifting market, understanding your true motivation can make all the difference. Always ask people when I meet with them, what is important about selling? If there's no motivation, I sit them down and say, you're not ready to move, right? And that's the kind of realtor that you're looking for. So if your primary focus is on securing a specific price, you might find yourself in a prolonged selling process, potentially missing out on the opportunity to move forward as you planned. So like I said, I always stress the importance of clear, honest self-assessment. Are you selling because you're, again, eager for a change? Are you at a fixed price point that might not align with the current market realities? Because in a softening market, holding too rigidly to a desired price can often mean that you end up staying put rather than achieving your goal of selling and transitioning to this new phase of life. It's about balancing your aspirations with the practicalities of the market, all right? So take a moment to reflect on what truly matters to you. And if moving on to a next destination is your priority, be prepared to adjust your expectations and strategies, changing that price up, changing that listing copy, do different things to get more activity on social media. But the clarity will not only streamline your selling process, but also help you achieve your ultimate goal, whether it's moving to a new home, starting a new chapter, or realizing other personal objectives, okay? So understand your motivations, not just about setting a price, about setting yourself up for success and achieving what truly matters in your journey. So if you are going to hire a realtor, make sure the first step is they sit down with you at their table and understand you and your motivation. Maybe it's not time to sell. Tip number 4, expect difficult negotiations coming up. The reality is that the market has undergone significant changes, and it's important to approach negotiations with a clear and realistic mindset. Many sellers are still grappling with the fact that the market dynamics have shifted. What worked a year ago may not work today. That's why the agents need to create value and be creative. And as we head into this new phase, particularly with the industry's evolving landscape, it's crucial to be prepared for more complex negotiations. Very complex, especially starting August 13th. Starting now, the MLS will no longer publish buyer agent commissions, a change that will undeniably impact how deals are structured and negotiated. You still have to pay something. It won't be on the MLS sheet itself how much that's going to be. And it won't be stated as commissions, but concessions. So that's another whole video. So effective negotiations now requires a willingness to compromise and a readiness to adjust your expectations, okay? So if you're open-minded to requests and flexibility with your approach, you won't only enhance your chances of closing a deal, but also position yourself as a savvy and cooperative seller in a market that's evolving rapidly. So remember, successful negotiations are not about holding firm to outdated practices, but about navigating the new norms with strategic flexibility. And a great experienced realtor will know how to do this, okay? Anticipate and adapt to changes then you'll be equipped to achieve your goals and make the most out of your current market conditions. So if you're finding today's content valuable, please, I want to keep up with more amazing insights. So hit that like button, subscribe. I like to get to 600 subscribers by the end of August, and your support makes the difference. Just subscribe. Thank you so much. Next, tip number 5. In today's evolving market, getting your pricing right is more crucial than ever. As we navigate through these shifts, the old strategies may no longer apply, and it's essential to adapt accordingly. Many sellers are still adjusting to the reality of the market shift and clinging to expectations of rapid appreciation that characterized the past few years. However, it's vital right now to be realistic about the current landscape. Like I've been saying, while the housing market remains robust, we're not in a phase where we can anticipate dramatic price increases. It depends on where you live and your realtor. But if you set a competitive, realistic price, and I always like to price it lower to get more, the key to making your property appealing in the market where buyers are more discerning and value conscious. If you price it where the buyers are looking, not where it's going to end up, that's where you want to do. Don't feel afraid to do that. So when you do that and you price it strategically, you're not only enhancing your property's visibility, so it's going to have more eyeballs, more people come into the house at the same time, also set the stage for a successful sale. And within 3 days, that's what we do usually. And what happens when you price that home well, a little lower where you think it will sell, it can attract more interest, generate competitive offers, and it will lead to a faster sale price. So embrace this pricing strategy, okay? And stay tuned to the market trends and position your home for success in this dynamic market. And I do a lot of that pricing stuff in my book. A little bit outdated because homes were selling, when I wrote this book, their average days on the market was 180. I was selling them in 26 days. So now I'm selling houses in 3 days, 3 hours. So this book is still good. It's still the foundation. You might want to get a copy, link below, or just go on Amazon.com and get your copy. Tip number 6, declutter and clean. I did a great video on this. I have some pictures to show you of what that looks like. When faced with life's challenging situations, such as a job loss or divorce, it's crucial to ensure the home presents itself in the best possible light. While these circumstances can be emotionally and financially taxing, maintaining a clean and clutter-free home is a simple, such a powerful step to take to make a significant impact. So decluttering and cleaning are the cost-effective strategies. It doesn't cost much. You can do it yourself. And that can dramatically enhance your home's appeal. I've done it. I do it for all my listings where you have a tidy, organized space. It allows the buyers then to envision themselves living there without distractions or negative impressions or different colors and all this different stuff. So it's about creating a welcoming environment that highlights the home's true potential, not your stuff. All right. And for those navigating a divorce or other difficult situations, additional steps can help maintain an attractive presentation. For example, if you're showing your home, consider borrowing some clothes to fill empty spaces in your closets. A lot of times we only see one person's stuff in there. Sometimes it's good to show it all, let the buyers know what's going on. A small detail helps avoid giving buyers some subtle hints of distress or upheaval, and it could influence their perception of the property. Seen it all the time. So if you can remember that the goal is to present your home in the best light and that it doesn't require a large investment. I've spent $3,000, I've gotten people $40,000 out of that 3. So that's all it's about. It's a small investment. It's about leveraging what you already have to create an inviting and appealing atmosphere. And if you focus on cleanliness and organizations, buyers will love your home. You'll not only make your home more marketable, it'll set the stage for a smoother, more successful sale. Buyers will be more apt to give you your price. Buyers won't haggle over negotiations when you have a clean home. But do check out my declutter video. And here are some examples of how we help people declutter. I can show you what it looks like for photos. It's very important that you stage your home for photos and you stage for showings differently. Here on the screen, I'm going to flip through some, so as you can see here, some before and after photos of this home. For photos, we like removing a lot of things, so that allows the viewer to see the room and not your stuff. As you can see from the after, after shows better, okay? So this is a pretty good example to show you. I love before and after. I love showing that. I love doing it. I take pictures before when I come to your house first, and I do it after, and it really shows all the sweat and tears you put into decluttering really came out in the price. Tip number 7, keep your home as neutral as possible. The market's evolved, and what worked in the past may no longer be effective, because today it's a little more competitive environment, and you have to appeal to the broad audience. It's very crucial to do that. And one of the most impactful ways to achieve that goal is keep your home as neutral as possible. so people can see the cleanliness of the home, the streamline of the home, not bold colors. And in recent years, the market allowed for more flexibility. And homes sold even if they had bold or personalized decor. It was crazy. However, the current landscape demands a different approach. And we were decluttering, doing that, painting no matter what market we're in, because we believe it does give you exponential in return. But you didn't have to do that. But now the current market demands a different approach. So in order to attract the widest range of potential buyers, you need to create a blank canvas that allows them to envision their own style and preferences, not your style. Take style and theme and everything out of your house. And if you emphasize neutrality, you highlight the features of your property rather than your personal furnishings, all right? This approach enhances the overall appeal of your home and increases its marketability. Please remember that. Because a well-staged home, it's neutral, it stands out to a broader audience, making it easier for potential buyers to envision themselves living there. So I'm going to show you some photos that we painted a home and we moved wallpaper. And this is Roxanne's home, and this is her living room, and it had wallpaper border. You see in the back, that railing was dark. All the trim was dark. It was dark. It was on the market for 6 months. I took it over and sold it in 2 days. By just spending $4,000, she ended up getting thousands of dollars more, and her home sold right away. The living room, see the back, we paint the trim, the dining room, the different pictures that you're seeing here, bedroom pictures, just kind of flipping through, looking how we did for Roxanne. And she was very excited. And she's a raving fan client right now. That's just an idea of what you can be doing to your home for a little bit of money to get a big return. Okay, number 8, in today's competitive and shifting market, like we talked about, simply listing your property isn't enough. You have to truly stand out and capture the attention of these buyers. Where are they looking? Online, right? It's essential to partner with an agent who invests in top-tier marketing strategy, who's online, who's doing videos like this, who's on Instagram and on Facebook, who's marketing themselves, then they know that they can market your home, okay? Because in an environment where first impressions are everything, professional photos, high definition videos, and immersive 3D tours, they're just not optional anymore, they're vital. As you can see here, one of my listings, we had a nice video tour, the outside and then inside, and took people through the property. It's vital to have a video tour like this because most realtors aren't doing it. You want to stand out because yours has that. They don't want to spend the money. But if you showcase your home in the best light, you can offer buyers a comprehensive and engaging view of your property from the comfort of their own homes. Also, a strong social media presence is crucial for reaching this wider audience. You gotta have it. Agents should leverage platforms, like I said before, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, to highlight your home's unique features and generate buzz. Because effective social media marketing create a powerful visual narrative that draws in buyers and creates excitement around your listings. You want to have a lot of eyeballs on your listings so people think that other people like it too. And then they have the first day on the market, there's all these B people showing up. And then they have a fear of loss. It hasn't changed. That hasn't changed. So I believe investing in high quality marketing is all it's all about. I have an MBA in marketing. I love marketing. I am the marketer for my team and negotiator. It's just more than just showcasing your property. It's like creating a strategic presentation that amplifies your home's strengths and attracts serious buyers. You want serious buyers. When you don't price your home right, you don't show it right, you get buyers who are just trying to come in and they'll lowball you and they'll give you problems all the way through. I've seen it. Is that the kind of buyer you want to work with? It's all about choosing the right agent who's been there before, who's sold thousands of homes, who excels in these areas. Because you're not only enhancing your property's visibility, you're positioning yourself successful, stress-free sale in a competitive market. Very important. Stress-free is really important. That's why I have my sellers start a year in advance to get that thing going. Number 9, beware of contingent offers. Accepting a contingent offer on a buyer that's selling their home, it can be risky, but it's all you have. That's one thing, especially if their house is already on the market and it's priced right. So consider it though as your last resort. It's better to drop your price and attract a new buyer pool at times. Depends. We just did this for a property. We lowered the price and then we got the pool buyers, someone with a contingency, but their home was put on the market the next day at a great price and sold right away. So it did work. You have to talk to your agent and they're the ones who can help you through this. Now, contingent offers, they do introduce what I call uncertainty, and it could lead to prolonged delays. That's why it's so important to understand who you're going to bed with this particular, like what's going on with their house sale. And it's really the buyer's ability to follow through on selling their home, where they feel comfortable selling at a certain price. They might say their house is on the market, but they're not willing to sell it for a price lower than what they need to, and then your home just sits on the market without any new showings. Ultimately, this can leave you in a state of limbo and waiting indefinitely for their situation to resolve and potentially jeopardizing your timeline and your plans. So instead of settling for a contingent offer, consider an alternative strategy by adjusting the price to attract a broader pool of potential buyers. Okay, like I said before, be proactive in setting a competitive price. Talk to your realtor, and you can draw in serious buyers who are ready to move forward without additional conditions. It's really important. Okay, tip number 10, getting there. Offer seller incentives if you need to. In a competitive market, finding ways to stand out can make you a significant difference. For example, if your taxes are really high in your area, higher than most other areas, maybe say I'll pay your 1 year of taxes up front or something like that. Instead of saying I'll give you $12,000, say I'll give you 1 year of taxes up front. Something different. And now, if your home has minor issues, or if you're looking to close a deal more swiftly, so offering incentives to buyers can be a game changer. Consider providing credits for repairs. We do this all the time. This can be a powerful tool for addressing any small issues that might be on buyers' minds, allowing them to envision the home without worrying about immediate repairs. By offering a repair credit, it gives the buyers the flexibility to handle the updates on their own terms, making your home more appealing and less of a financial burden. Okay, so if we'd always do a pre-home inspection. If the pre-home inspection ended up that there was a roof issue and it couldn't use a new roof in a year, we would get an estimate for a roof, say it's $8,000. We would offer a roof credit and sell it of a house with a brand new roof, because that's what it would have, giving them the $8,000. So ultimately, it's flexibility. We talked about that is key in negotiating, okay? And just be open to different types of incentives. It demonstrates willingness to work with buyers, and they love that. They love reaching mutual beneficial agreement. They've been pounded on for the last 4 years. They need this. They need you to be a little more incentivized for them to buy your home. And it not only helps with addressing any concerns buyers might have, it also shows that you're committed to making the deal work. And then like I said, they really love that. Tip number 11, getting there. Get the repairs done. I have that all in my book. Addressing repairs before listing your home is not just a good practice, it's a strategic move that can significantly enhance your property's appeal and value. Not maybe the roof thing, but anything like little things, electrical stuff, a lot of electrical stuff, things I talk about in my book and my home inspection. One of the things, if you have a leaky faucet or a broken window or a faulty electrical outlet, like I was saying, there are small problems that can become red flags, especially when buyers know about it and the fact that you are going to take care of it. They love it. But if you take care of it in advance, you demonstrate that the property has been well maintained and reduce the likelihood of buyers using these issues as leverage for price reductions or negotiating. A lot of times we don't even do the repairs. We say we're going to have it done before settlement. Obviously, if it's a faulty, leaky faucet, we do take care of that right away. So what I was saying before, consider a pre-sale home inspection. Chapter 2. Watch my inspection video. The link is below, prehouseinspection.com. This step is essential, and shark number 2 in my book. And the practice step that we do there with this pre-home inspection, it uncovers problems that you might not be aware of, from hidden water damage to outdated wiring. Knowing these issues ahead of time allows you to address them before they become stumbling blocks in the selling process. It's an investment in the peace of mind and smoother transaction, okay? And if you complete the repairs, or say you're going to do it before settlement, it positions your home as a high-value, move-in ready property. That is so important right now to buyers. They want move-in ready. And it also helps you avoid last-minute surprises and reduces buyers' objections and ultimately contributes to a faster and more successful sale. And that's what you want. You want to be successful, don't you? Okay, tip number 12. Of course, it's hire an experienced, knowledgeable, and dedicated realtor. Save the best for last, you know? In a shifting market, the expertise of your realtor can make all the difference. Shark number 1 in my book. It does. It's the difference between a quick, successful sale and a prolonged, frustrating sale. It has the biggest bite. That's why I have it shark number 1. It's where you can lose thousands of dollars when you have someone who doesn't bring value, not creative, doesn't know market trends, hasn't been in terrible markets, hasn't been in shifting markets, all those different things. So choose a realtor who doesn't just have experience, but also deeply educated in the latest market trends and industry changes. So an experienced realtor, I feel, will bring valuable insights and strategic approach to the table. It's kind of what I do. And ensuring that your property is positioned effectively and market it to the right audience. Your choice of realtor, I believe, is a critical decision. And a seasoned professional will offer you the guidance, marketing prowess, and adaptability needed to thrive in this changing market. But be realistic, stay informed, and trust in the expertise of a dedicated realtor to take you through the path of a successful sale. Now, I can introduce you to a realtor anywhere in the United States that will begin selling your home and giving you the value in the shifting market. If you click the link below, I can find you a realtor from my mastermind group. I will vet this realtor. I'll make sure the person is good for you and before you interview them, okay? And of course, please subscribe now. Let's reach 600 subscribers with me. Let's do it together. Your support makes all the difference. And on the next video, check out what not to say to a realtor. Check it out.